No, actually, I was kidding about my daughters. I love my kids. I'm not the kind of parent that brags about my kids. So we got parents out there tonight? Got some parents out there? I know we have to. I don't like the parents that brag about how special their kids are. It really kind of bothers me. I think that the parent that brags about how wonderful their children are is kind of like the drunk guy at the club that thinks the stripper really likes him. It's kind of awkward for everybody involved. Everyone knows the truth. I used to work with this guy. He'd come into work, and every morning he had a different story about his daughter. He'd be like, "Jim, you wouldn't believe what happened last night." What happened? Well, last night, Hallie looked at the clock, knew it was 7 o'clock, knew it was time for SpongeBob SquarePants to come on, changed the channel to the right channel, knew to wait until the commercial break to go to the bathroom, and then she actually went potty all by herself and came back out when the show started again. I'm like, Seth, she's 9. I know you love your kid, but seriously, dude, she's a chromosome away from needing a helmet, man. How does she not tip over? Maybe touched a nerve with that one. I don't see anyone wearing a helmet, so I don't know what the who's were about. Now, and here's another thing, man. I go to Walmart the other day, right? First off, Walmart kind of upsets me because there's too much shit at Walmart. My wife sent me to Walmart to get some chicken for dinner. I went in, lost control. Came home 3 hours later, had a grill, a tiki torch, and a kitten. No chicken. But fortunately, kittens taste just like chicken. So if you're ever really in a bind. Now, but I'm in there, and here's the thing. Parents don't control their kids in there, right? Their kids are just running amok. They're crazy, and parents don't take responsibility for it. This little motherfucker comes running up to my cart. He comes running up to my cart and he jumps on and he starts screaming and shaking the cart. He's like the ultimate warrior going to enter the ring in the 80s or something. And I understand, he's a kid, so I'm going to fucking hit him. But the mother runs over and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not Timmy's fault. He's got ADD, attention deficit disorder." I was like, "Lady, Timmy doesn't have ADD, attention deficit disorder. Timmy's got HPFU. His parents fucked up." That's what Timmy's got. You spend all this time, all this money, you're taking him to the doctor. Timmy doesn't have a medical condition. Timmy's a little dick. And trust me, a pill doesn't cure being a dick. You can try alcohol, but I guarantee you, folks, it only enhances it. Well, I'm not supposed to be drinking tonight. I'm not. I went and I had a physical the other day, and the doctor told me that I should stop drinking. Apparently, I have a rare blood type that is affected by alcohol. My blood type is 0.12. I realized I had a little bit of a drinking problem the other day. I was driving along in my car, and I hit this bad patch of rain. You know, it was raining outside. It got a little slick, and I lost control of my car. And instinctively, both of my hands left the steering wheel to cover my beer. Yeah, both hands cover my beer. My car's sliding all over the place. My kids were screaming in the back seat. Yeah, they were freaked out. They were scared. They ended up late for school. It was a bad scene all around. My kids don't like when I drink. They don't. As soon as they can tell too. When I walk in the house after drinking, they rat me out. They're like, "Mom, Daddy smells like he's gonna hit us." So I come home the other night, and I'm the type of guy that has to unwind a little bit before I go to sleep. And I come home, I flip on the TV, my wife happens to be sleeping in the bed next to me, and I'm just kind of flipping channels, want to unwind a little bit. And I came across this movie. And this movie for me is the type of movie that I can't stop watching. No matter what time of night it is, no matter what period it is in the movie, I'm going to watch it to the end. Greatest movie I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, The Karate Kid. The original, not the remake. I'm talking about the original Karate Kid. Love that movie. There are some weird things about that movie. I get it. That whole relationship between Daniel-san and Mr. Miyagi, little gay. I understand. Daniel-san, today we wax off. Mr. Miyagi, I waxed off twice this morning. Completely ruined that new pair of socks you got for me, too. Not only that, you were a lot cooler when you ran that restaurant on Happy Days. Cool, some people don't get that reference. But then you've got the other thing going on, right? You've got that whole thing with Johnny Lawrence. You guys remember Johnny Lawrence? That Cobra Kai, pretty hair, Cobra Kai son of a bitch. You guys remember that guy, right? Yeah. Fucking hated that guy. He spends the whole movie just pissing all over Daniel-san. But Daniel-san gets his chance to get back at him, right? At the All Valley Karate Tournament. You guys remember that? And every time that comes on, he starts busting through people left and right, and I get excited. I actually start singing along with the music. I'm like, you're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. And my wife wakes up. She's like, what the hell are you yelling about? I said, shut up, bitch. Karate Kid. Go to sleep. But the Cobra Kai sensei, he gets a little freaked out, right? He does. So he tells him to do what? To sweep the leg. You got to take Daniel-san out. You got to sweep the leg. So what do? Sure enough, they sweep the leg. And I'm like, no! He can't fight on that leg. What are they going to do now? And they help him back to this table. You know, they lay him down, and Mr. Miyagi, he starts going like this. And I'm like, oh my God, he's going to wax him off right now. No, but he doesn't. He like solders his leg back together, and Daniel-san comes hobbling back out there. And he gets up in the crane, and he wins the tournament. And no matter how many times I've seen it, I start freaking out. And I'm like, yes, Daniel-san, that's amazing. And my wife, she turned the TV off right there. I know. She turned the TV off. I was like, you need to turn that back on. I want to watch the end of this. She said, I have to work in the morning. You need to go to sleep. I was like, I didn't want it to come to this. And the bitch swept my leg. All right, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. This is a little something I actually picked up from Jimmy Fallon, but he's not here, so fuck it, I'm going to do it myself. Have you guys ever noticed that all the songs from the 80s kind of sound alike? I have learned that any song from the 1980s can actually be sung to the tune of MC Hammer's You Can't Touch This. It's true. I'm going to prove it to you. You guys want to hear it? Yeah!
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Don't turn around, well, uh-oh. Mr. Commissar's in town, well, uh-oh. I heard you on my wireless back in 52. Oh. What did you tell them? Video killed the radio star. I want to rock right now. I'm Rob Basin, I came to get down. I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock a microphone because you can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Your friends don't dance with them, they don't dance with them. No friends of mine. Take